What's up everybody, how's it going, and welcome to the main channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of people will appreciate. So today is Father's Day, and I felt like instead of just doing a regular video, today we could just do a fun video talking about the best fathers of the Persona series. Now we're just going to talk about three in particular. I know Persona 1 and 2 also happened, and also there's also parents in those, but we're just gonna focus on this one over here. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the biggest three Persona fathers are gonna be SOJIRO, Ryotaro, and obviously the brand new member of the Phantom Thieves, Wolf. Now each one of them are different. They all have their own little unique I'll say personalities, circumstances, everything particularly that really makes them be completely different kind of people. Particularly I think Ryotaro and the new member of the Phantom Thieves are very similar when it comes to well, their personalities really, or their background. They are really similar to each other, to the point that even their faults are about the same. So that's something to consider as well. Is not every day where a character kind of gets remade again, and I wouldn't say Senkichi and Ryotaro are the same kind of character, but they do have a lot of the same kind of things. Both of them are kind of cops. They both work for the police in a sense, and both of them kind of like both of their wives were killed in a unsolvable crime. They are both kind of like that's really looming over them. Like that really affected them in a personal level, in a level of your job, in a family level, in a level as a parent. They both have daughters who obviously have issues because of their death of their mother, and consequently both of them just kind of, they just leave them be. Instead of really being for their daughter, they go and do their job because they think that they have to repay, kind of like, oh, we need to catch more bad guys because of my mistakes in the past, you know, when I couldn't find, or when I couldn't pursue that bad guy or something. That really does seem like the theme there. They both really just kind of match that to an extent that is almost to a fault, right? There's a definitely kind of like almost like that's a cool thing that you're really into your job, but it's also affecting the relationship between you and your daughter. Now, Persona 4 particularly does focus on the relationship with Nanako a lot, and it does a pretty good job of kind of like mending that over time. Like you can see by the end of Persona 4 Golden that Ryotaro really cares for her, and he's really trying his best to kind of like mend that relationship. On the other hand, Senkichi is also in the same kind of way that he's kind of like, he really wants to fix that relationship, but he's aware that he probably already messed up the rest of the relationship. I don't really know how to go about kind of fixing that, and with the help of the Phantom Thieves, I think by the end they are pretty close to really fixing that relationship. It's kind of want to take a little bit farther, right? But they're both on kind of like the same length. Now, my favorite, I think that the best parent will be SOJIRO from Persona 5. Now, SOJIRO is a different kind of person. He's very different in both circumstances and personalities and attitude from the other two characters I just mentioned before. He is a coffee shop owner. He used to work, I guess, in some kind of like scientific department for like I didn't really specify what he did before, but he definitely was a much more important guy that did some things. Particularly he met Futaba's mother and over time I guess he fell in love with her. After the death of Futaba's mother, he kind of took over parentage of Futaba. He became kind of like this father figure for her, and he really just does his best as kind of like keeping together the relationship between them and the other family members. And you can tell that although he's not truly the original, the biological father, if you want to say, he is definitely somebody that cares a lot. And not only does he care a lot for Futaba, over time he learns to care for the main protagonist. He does his best to kind of helping him in any kind of way. When he finds out later on about the Phantom Thieves and all that kind of stuff, he really does his best to kind of keep up with it, to the point that he's really an active kind of member. Like, oh, you guys can use my coffee shop as like the place of meetings, and you know, like he's really actively helping the Phantom Thieves do their own thing and everything. And I love that. I think that they did such a good job as kind of like getting that way. Like, it's just really well made. I think that the approach that they did was fantastic, and then they did such a good job as kind of like having this character that he's kind of like a hard ass. Like, he's really kind of not good to you at the beginning, right? He doesn't really like you at the beginning too much, and you can see how he changes over time. Like, he really does change as a character that cares for you and everything, and I appreciated that for what it is. I think they did a good job as kind of like introducing him and having that actual character development go from, oh, you're just here for the time or whatever, to like somebody that legitimately is trying his best to help the main protagonist, and he wants to do the right thing. He cares for Futaba. He cares for the people that come with, like, with your friends and everything. You can tell he's a really competent adult and really somebody that is trying his best for everybody in the situation that they're in. I actually quite admire both the way that he handles things and just how funny it is that he encounters the situations that other ones will be kind of magical, like really hard things to like kind of like really get caught up with, but he always seems to be like trying his best to kind of catch up with everything. Like, he really does his best to like actually like understand what's going on, and like although they're like all magical and everything, he's still kind of like, oh yeah, we'll do that or whatever. And you can tell like, yeah, like that's pretty cool. Like, he's a pretty cool dude. I really like SOJIRO a lot. I think he's definitely the best father of the bunch. I think he definitely deserves kind of like that award, I guess. If you want to award him something, I feel like he's definitely like the best father. He just does his best. He's definitely, and I'm not saying that Ryotaro and Senkichi don't do their best. I'm definitely sure that they try their best, and you can see that in the game. But you can also see just SOJIRO, somebody that is not even blood related to you or the main protagonist or to Futaba, and how good of a parent he is. I think that he does the best job. I think he's definitely like the best parent, although again, not biologically speaking, he still definitely very much goes to the other side of the stream to really do their best for the children. So I appreciate that. I think that is really, really well done. I think that either of these two adults are really well made. Like, I really appreciate the way that they created these adults. They're really human in a sense. They really feel like a real person, because I know these people could like act this way, I think, and I appreciate that a whole lot. Anyway, that is pretty much in this discussion video talking about who the best father of the year of 2021 here today. We're discussing that. What do you guys think about all this thing? Let me know in the comments below. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. Who is your favorite father? Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.